Hello, everybody. Dorothy Morgan here, longtime professional astrologer. You can find me at dorothymorganastrologer.com. Yes, I'm not much of a singer. We're going to talk about the astrology of today, which is April 20th. Then we will do the Astro Dice, which will be a general message for whenever you happen to see this. And we will do these cards as well. So let's get started with the astrology to begin with, because that is who I am. That's what I do. That's my profession. Intuition and all of those things go along with it. I don't use, if this is your first time here or not, we do not use the ascendant and midheaven. We do not talk about house placements. I use the Placidus house system. And we don't talk about those things because we're all in different places and different time zones. But I do talk about the astrology of what's going on right now. And there's always more over on my Patreon. So you're welcome to come and support me there. Today we have the moon in the sign of Sagittarius. I mean, I love the Sag moon. My mom has a Sag moon. Got a couple of grandsons that have a Sag moon, brother, so that is to me a lot of fun because they like to explore life and experience things in person. And so that gives us a little, lighthearted energy for a change, because there's still some heavy hitters going on in here. Like the Saturn is at the midpoint of these lunar nodes, and that can definitely be challenging. They're exact tomorrow, and that is very challenging. We can feel very stiff, very uneasy, trying to make, really important choices and decisions. And it's hard to let go, the South Node in Scorpio. But what is it that we value? That North Node in Taurus with Saturn in Aquarius saying, it's like rules, regulations. How can I break free from this? I want freedom. I want independence. So we have a lot of tension and stress with that configuration, Saturn at the halfway point between these lunar nodes. That's where eclipses happen, which that's coming up too. And so excuse me, the moon in Sagittarius is a lot of fun and it's easygoing, and I want to experience life. It does make a square to Neptune and Jupiter during the day today, but it's a mutable square. So to me, that's really easy. The mutable squares just are like, hey, don't forget, make time for some fun. Because it's moon in Sag. I say that because moon in Sag, Jupiter, Neptune in Pisces. Make time for some fun, make time for what your spiritual practices are. All right. And if you have anything to do with groups, and because that Pisces energy, it also has to do with groups of people, like where you can serve others. So maybe you're stepping into something like that. But the big news, that's a lot of news already. And then today we do have the sun has entered the sign of Taurus, earthy, grounded. What do I value? We can slow it down. We have Mercury retrograde coming up. We have eclipses coming up in 10 days. I'm going to do two separate, put a pause right there. I'm going to do two separate cooperative, podcasts, video podcasts with two other people. My colleague, Sue Coffin, she is in Northern Maine. She does numerology. I'll do the astrology, and we do that with Mercury retrograde. We do that 3 times a year. That recording will be coming up soon. We tried yesterday, but we had power outages and stuff, so that didn't happen. And then some of you know Nancy Jean from Nancy Jean's Garden, and her and I will be doing some stuff on the eclipses and Mercury retrograde, and that will be coming up soon as well. I don't know exactly I know when we're recording them, but I don't know when we're launching it. So soon. Keep an eye for that. So I could have stopped my share by now. That's what the astrology is. That's my little announcement for just you can watch for other things. And I'm still always doing the dailies. All right. Next. So have fun today. Play today. You should be able to feel some movement today, even though that Saturn can slow things down a little bit. In other areas, we can still feel some advancement and some movement. Okay, so make sure you take advantage of that. And that's what these astrology forecasts are about. What's the weather the astrology weather for today? Let's do the Astro Dice. If you have a question or a thought or something, I always ask Spirit, what do you want me to know? And that's what I'm saying right now. The sun in Gemini in the 3rd house. Well, that's wonderful. Oh, that's Gemini. That's like that's the essence of Gemini, honestly. If it was Mercury and Gemini in the third house, that'd be the most perfect thing. So when I roll the sun in Gemini in the third house, it's all Gemini. That's me. It's about focusing on communicating what's important to you. And Gemini is ruled by Mercury. That's why I mentioned Mercury, but it's focusing on communicating what is important for you. Excuse me. How do you want to, are you listening enough? Are you filling out paperwork you need to fill out? You know, the sun in Gemini, again, it's just like the rapidness of communication, communicating, listening, your everyday activities, what you're doing, all here, there, and everywhere. Now, this could be for somebody too, that there might be an issue with getting around if you don't have a vehicle, or your vehicle's not working, or there's bad weather and you can't get somewhere because of the weather. It's all those types of things. So what does that tell us for today? It tells us that some of us, this might not be important for all of us, but some of us, I'm just going to say, if you have paperwork to do, get to it. If you have some communications or some writing or some information you need to share, do it, right? Again, Mercury retrograde is not till May 10th, but it's in the shadow around the 26th, that's just, I don't find that as an issue. It's too far away. We'll talk about it later. So take some time today, play, have fun, Mercury, moon in Sag, and then sun, Gemini, third house for the astro dice, play, write, communicate, draw, experience life, do what you can. I know everybody has their own different limits and limitations and what's going on. So of course, you're going to find that is very important. And yeah, so let's let's draw a card. What's with my throat today, huh? I got something in there. I think it's the allergies. It's that time of year here in New Hampshire. The trees still have all those red buds on them. They haven't even flowered yet. And that just gets me. I know it happens. Oh, and that's so fun. I need some allergy medicine, and I can pick a medicine woman, medicine man, medicine person, if you will. We've picked this card before. And so this represents that you have the power to change what it is you need. You have the medicine within you to do what is necessary to take care of yourself, or take care of whom you love, or a certain situation. That card has a lot to do with those types of things. So it's absolutely fantastic. Okay. So yeah, that is just beautiful for today. So even as a separate message from everything else I've just mentioned, power is within you to take care of you. The power is within you for a deeper process of healing. So we have a lot going on here. So to me, it's an easy day. It doesn't have to, not necessarily easy for everybody, I understand, but it feels like an easier day today to explore and play and have fun and learn through experience and communicate well, because we really want to set that foundation right now before Mercury retrogrades. We really want to make sure that we're clear in our communications, and that means listening. We've drawn the card that is talking stick a few times, and that's about definitely paying attention to whomever is speaking. It's not formulate your answers before you even know what they're asking or saying. So that's so important. And that medicine person card, medicine man, medicine woman card is very important for that inner healing, especially if you feel you're in the process of, you needing to go through some stuff. You are going through some things, and it means there's just some steps that you can take right now to start to clear, heal, and get back to who you are. All right, I'll leave us with that. Thank you, everybody. Blessings, and I will see you tomorrow. Namaste.